Alright, so we scroll down here. We get. Alright, here we are. Da-da-da. Oh, gotcha. Roll a 3d6. I said a 3d6.
Oh. God damn it.
You could have rolled one more d6.
Yeah, we'll just take the first one, a 2 plus the 9. So, you have, you find 11 coin.
Okay.
Alright. So, cut back over, I suppose, to Thistlewick and Damien. Thistlewick, you kind of like tripped over something. The wolves are approaching. What do you do?
Oh, shit. I need a moment to think.
Well, I mean, I wanted Damien to run back and help Thistlewick.
Well, yeah, if you're in range of me, then perfect.
You can roll A to interfere.
Well, no, it's not that. I'm gonna wind slash at Damien.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Interesting.
9.
I know what he's doing.
Deal no damage warding. I create a shield around us too.
Beautiful. Oh, that's clever.
Damien! Sorry, Damien. And then I remembered myself. I remembered I'm Damien. You are still pissed.
So yeah, these 4 wolves kind of run up and like they hit into the barrier and like they're really confused, kind of like a dog hitting a mirror.
Right.
Why do I keep doing that? Thistlewick, please, just go.
I just want to say, imagine if that like hadn't worked and he couldn't like apply the techniques and just killed Damien.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I imagine Neo would let me on a plus 10, just let me ignore the deal damage and apply technique thing. So far, it hasn't happened. Every time I've like friendlied.
You never know.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a gamble, but I hope you wouldn't be a shit about it. But yeah, I just created Baron. I just turned to Damien. Well, I just bought us some time here. You seem awfully suicidal today.
Yeah, I'll let you get
to die for my mistakes.
We were coming in here anyway. There was no mistake on your part.
Damien is like recollecting to himself and
probably feels a little guilty about bringing Saber and Mace in the first place.
Me?
So he you know.
I do? No, I don't. Fuck them.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like, when you talk about your mistake, it kind of is your mistake. This is why this is happening.
No, I don't care about them. I care about my friends, not them. I don't know them.
Besides,
that's what I was saying, yeah.
He recollects himself and tries to stand himself up as best he can.
No, you're standing up fine, Damien. You're standing up fine.
I know, but I'm like, I like to make these things over.
Gotcha.
Like, you know, like he's bleeding out, but you know, he's on full health, but he stands himself up as he can. He takes hold of his stiletto and looks to Thistlewick as confidently as he can.
Right. Now, here's the thing. We have to survive getting out of here, okay? Because we have to go beat the shit out of those two when we get out of this.
Okay. So at this point, the 4 wolves have kind of surrounded the warding ring. They're kind of growling, you know, waiting for like something to give way.
Now, what?
All right. Can it be at this point? So Murray has like, you know, it figures those guys probably need help. Real quick, like, you know, I probably would have gone here, but Murray's like, for added, you know, coolness, she has like tied a rope around Mace's ankle of his corpse and is like dragging that behind her as she rides back to help help. And I guess Orc just has to jog behind.
Nice. Okay.
All right, but so she's gonna roll up and.
Sorry, just be right back a quick second. I think somebody's at the door.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, I will let you arrive the moment the warding wears off.
Okay.
Just action hero it up. Yeah, these things are surrounding Damien and Thistlewick. Oh, actually, kind of like the raptors from the end of Jurassic Park, you know? They're just encircled around them, growling, ready to pounce. Thistlewick, you know this warding won't last much longer. What do you do?
I'm trying to think of an escape plan. Like, either I could try throwing up another one, but that probably won't work, or I could try and basically set a ward on one of them and use that to segregate it out, or maybe just run like hell and hope for the best.
I just saw. Sorry. I have to pause out of the game for a second. I just saw not a crane, but you know those big digger things. Those construction equipment with the big arm that digs into the ground.
Yeah.
A bulldozer?
One of those. No, not a bulldozer with the big arm.
Oh yeah.
Those scooper things.
Yeah. One of those just sped down my street. Not drove down my street. Went noticeably over the speed limit down my street.
Keep an eye out after the game for news reports of stolen scoops.
I didn't know they could go that fast. What? My street's not long. How, what braking distance is on those things that it was
It's 8 at night. I have no idea what the fuck a door-to-door, salesman is doing walking around.
Okay, so, Goth, when I used to do those charity runs, which I still kind of do off and on again, they would go out, people would go out at night and do, door-to-door shit, and it was awful. It was always terrible.
When is door-to-door stuff not terrible?
I mean, never not terrible, but worse. And also, so Neo, to answer your plan, my idea is just... Alright, so I tell Damien, right, the moment this goes down, we're both going to charge at that one. And I gesture to one of them. We're just going to try and get past that and, build some distance. I was just thinking of how to use my technique to aid in that. But, Murray's turning up, so... Unless you need me to do something in this scenario.
No, I don't need you to do something. Because the warding drops off, and that's when Murray breaks into the scene. What do you do, action hero?
Alright, so Murray is, standing on Horace's back, and she has her whip in one hand, and, a big, thing of scrap held up in her left hand. And she's on Horace's back, and she's whooping, hollering, and cracking the whip with great ferocity, and is going to circle around the wolves. And, Damien and Thistlewick, but they're being circled around by the wolves, and Ray's circling around them as a group to get attention, I guess, away from Damien and Thistlewick. Which I guess is... Do I have to roll charisma to get the attention, or is just, me showing up like this?
You know what? This is, so over the top that I won't have you roll.
Alright, nice.
Yeah. You show up, these things were about to pounce Thistlewick as soon as, the warding wore off. Thistlewick probably, winced, and then boom! Show up.
Jumped in the way of Thistlewick.
And they instantly turn, to you.
Alright, but Murray does a complete circle around them before going back to, standing at the direction she came from and holding up the scrap above her head, then underhand lobs it as far as she can past, Thistlewick and Damien. And
roll strength for this.
Alright.
Nice.
And cracks the whip like lightning and screams, "Get! Go on, y'all, get!"
All four of them rush towards, rush out of view towards this scrap pile.
Right, let's regroup.
Yeah. Murray, still holding the whip, reaches down a hand to seeing Damien's quite hurt to help him onto the horse. And alright, we're going to be wanting to get out of this general spot rather quick,
Right, I was going to say, that's the coolest thing I've seen in a long time, but I am too mad at those two fucks right now to compliment it. Let's go.
Those one fucks, actually, now it is.
Oh, yeah, you had the corpse. I amend that.
It's being dragged behind.
Murray, thank you.
Yeah, think nothing of it. What's his name's, whatever it is.
Damien, Like I mean, I know he isn't at death, but I just like to over dramatize. Damien is just like slumping over Horace just to try and catch as much of his breath as he can. But now he's got no longbow, so he isn't going to be an archer unless we can find like a bow for him again.
Or I can give you a gun.
That's true, but I don't know. I don't know if a gun can launch arrows.
No, it has 2 explosive shots, but it's like neither here nor there. They're not very stealthy.
Well, I'm assuming that's 2 ammo of like explosive ammo, or is that like
2 ammo of explosive ammo? All right.
I guess Thistlewick is just like sprinting, trying to keep up with Horace. Out of it.
Well,
Horace is pacing himself to you guys. Don't worry.
Okay, I'm jogging.
Pig. That'll do. Wait up for Thistlewick, please.
So, what do you do?
We
All right,
to our compadres, quotation marks.
Yeah, orcs with you.
Yeah, I guess we run. We can either run back or run to the center.
You wanna make it to the center?
We can run north or to the center.
All right.
I see. Those are 2 options. All right. Well, Chucklefuck.
Which is safer?
So, well, I'm not going to tell you that, but yeah, you have 2 choices. You can either try to get to the center on your own, or you can just chase down Saber from the trail Murray found.
Well, as I can see it, Chucklefuck here, or one that still has his head intact. Any case, ran northwards. We can try and chase him down. Other than that, we can assume, they were leading us to the right place, and on our own go back towards where we was headed.
I say we keep to the center, piss at the fucking guy, but revenge can wait for another day. And it might be, and this is going to sound stupid, but if the alchemist is there, it might be safer in the center. That's a gamble, though.
Let's go.
Well, because it's not just, it might be easier to find him navigation-wise than it would be to navigate to the center, too, is the other concern.
Go to the center.
Finding him isn't just a matter of vengeance, it's a matter of,
practicality.
Like, it might be easier finding him than the center, and if we find him, we might be able to get him to...
All right, let's do that. Then.
If you follow the trail towards Saber, I'll give you a +1 to your navigation roll, and you won't have to roll Scout.
Okay,
just instant success.
We'll take that then. Let's go. Gotcha. Let's go north after our tour guide.
All right.
I'll take this navigate,
gotcha.
And it's +1. So hopefully.
Yep.
Damien's not getting a break in this game.
Okay, what happens on a 7 to 9? It's been a while.
I choose one.
Okay.
I choose something.
It's been a while. It's been earlier this game.
Since 7 to 9 on Navigate?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Am I doing Quartermaster?
I guess I wasn't thinking about it then.
No. There's no Quartermaster or Scout for this. So, all right. You're leading your way. You're following the trail. The trail... you kind of follow it, and you see in the distance, within the dust storm, 3 figures standing in front of another figure. What do you do?
I turn to Murray and say, right, we're going to do this the usual way. I'll go in first, run a distraction. You guys can jump in when seems appropriate.
Alright.
I'll try.
This is really... I don't like this one, though. Actually, that's the thing. Are these humanoid figures?
Yeah, they're all humanoid.
Okay. And I start approaching the group. I'm trying to be stealthy about it as much as I can in a dust storm.
Actually, that's what Murray's gonna chameleon skin.
Oh, and should point out, 3 of these figures have yellow glowing eyes.
Oh. Okay. That's actually... You should have pointed out before I say let's approach the group, because on that, I don't know. I don't think we should approach this. Those Clockwork Knights weren't nothing to fuck with, and we're not in great condition. Granted, this time we could incorporate the orc into this fight.
And, yeah. Also in the distance, you hear Saber's voice yelling, "You fuckers can't take me down!"
That makes things even more...
Yeah. That's a sense of urgency. Shall we go in, or shall we leave him to? Should we leave him to this, or should we just observe from a distance?
Observe from a distance.
Alright, but if that is the path we do, better be good enough distance that we can get out of here before those things catch up after killing him. Assuming he don't pull some crazy shit out his ass he ain't pull out before.
Alright, so you roll up to get a good view?
Just to see what do you want to do?
I'd say keep back decently far.
Okay.
Close enough that we can, generally... You know what? Adventuring gear. Gonna take out some binoculars.
Oh.
Ha! Nice. Alright then.
Alright. Murray's, zooms in, gets a better look from where we are.
Gotcha. Alright, you're getting a good view of this. So Saber is being stared down by these 3 Clockwork Knights. In fact, he's in a parry with them. This guy, he's fucking good with a sword. He is parrying a lot of their strikes, and he manages to slice one of them in half before trying to turn tail and run. One of the Clockwork Knights does slice him in the back. But he does manage, to run backwards, and he's actually running towards you, but not seemingly with no actual intent that he sees you. But he this is just the direction he happens to turn. And the Clockwork Knights, the other 2 Clockwork Knights, give chase.
Well, that leaves 2.
They're headed towards us.
Think we could take them, or should we just leave it?
Chucklefuck there is pretty good with a sword, actually. He managed to slice one of the...
Damn it. I could take one if they're slow.
You could stick back, just plug them with that gun.
What gun? What?
Did you?
Yeah, we got a gun with exploding bullets.
Oh, I didn't think we confirmed that you're giving it to him.
Well, Murray still has it in her inventory right now, but she'd be more than willing to...
Are you really sure I should stay back with this? I haven't really used a gun in I don't even remember when my guild was formed.
Nah, it's fine. You point and click. Still, we'll try and get you to use a bow once we're back in town. Figure... explodey guns ain't really your type of foray anyways, but we'll make do for now.
So, yeah, he's running towards you with, the Clockwork Knights in tow.
If you see any of them with a bow, rob it off them.
Damien, take cover. Ambush him.
Alright. Murray is also gonna Murray's gonna roll chameleon skin.
Gotcha.
And I am going to take cover as well. Wait for ambush.
I guess I'm gonna go with lasting memory of the environment.
Do I need to roll or?
Nah, you're good.
Okay. Alright, Murray is gonna
No, you're good too. I'm gonna make you roll. Whatever.
Oh, okay.
Murray's doing something specific. Murray's getting sort of more directly about where they're gonna be running. And hides gets low to the ground and hides in the sand, essentially.
Gotcha. Alright.
As more, desert reptiles and whatnot.
Gotcha.
I gave back the XP if it's not too late on the failure there.
Yeah, it's fine.
Because I thought that would extend it to Damien.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Okay.
So, So, Murray, Saber is about to run past you. What do you do?
I let him run past me. I'm gonna try and ambush one of the Clockwork Knights that's chasing him.
All right. Cool.
As soon as one of them, yeah. I assume they're pretty close to him.
Yeah, they're pretty close. They're coming up on you.
All right. As soon as one gets in range, I want to attack.
All right. Roll your damage.
All right. So that's with 1 piercing and forceful. Right. But now ambush. When you spring upon an unsuspecting target, deal your damage and roll plus strength. Nice. On a... I think... Wait, 1 second. Let me look at this, because I think I didn't write it all down, right? Playbooks.
Yeah, you didn't write on a 10+.
Yeah, I did not. Okay, yeah, it's just choose 3. I figured it was probably that, but alright. So deal an extra 1d8 of damage. Oh, look at that.
Nice.
That added quite a bit. Let's say you damage the target's armor by 1 until it's repaired, and you or an ally take 1+ forward against the target, assuming it's not, dead.
Gotcha.
Because we don't know how much health these guys have.
+1 forward against. All right, so yeah, you reach out, you like drag this thing down with you, and like you rip its goddamn head off. It's dead. Or the robot equivalent of dead.
Yeah.
I'm going to wind slash.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm going to take deal no damage, and I'm going to take tethering. I'm tethering Saber.
Wow. This petty.
Yes.
No, this is so he can't get away.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
Your target.
Cool. All right.
Your attack pins the target's shadow to the ground, preventing them from moving more than a few feet from their current location.
Yeah, Saber is kind of pulled back by his shadow, kind of saying, "What the hell?" And
alright.
the knight's catching up.
Is the knight still going at him or at us?
Yes, it's going at him.
Okay. I just stand up and I said, I told you I'd laugh as you die.
Damn. Well, the knight goes to slice at him, and
I was...
parries.
Can I aid or
Block the melee with it.
Can I? Well, no. All right, but I want to do something.
I'm gonna win slash as well, but you go ahead first.
Oh, I was gonna hack and slash the knight with the hooks, which are ensnaring. And minus 1d4.
You guys seem to be at odds here. Thistlewick wants to help the knight win the fight, and Murray wants to help Saber win the fight.
I want him alive, but I also wanted to deliver that line, so there's odds here.
Can Thistlewick roll charisma to make what's his name, Saber, various emotions?
No.
I don't know, like, wow.
He's probably got various emotions already.
Okay, look at that. Alright, Alright, that's... Okay, so... this is with the hook, so, like, just Murray sort of, like, almost like a lasso, like, twirling these, like, fish hooks that she has in her fist over her head, then just swings them out towards the knight and pulls back for...
Gotcha.
This deals reduced damage, though. That deals 4 damage. With 1 piercing, though.
And I am going to wind slash at Saber. It is Saber, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, deal damage, and I'm going to take Galvanic, his sword arm.
Oh, alright.
Electricity courses through your blade, numbing one of your target's limbs.
Okay, right. Saber, kind of drops to one knee.
Okay, it doesn't make him drop his blade or nothing.
Oh.
That's a shame. And it also deals damage.
Yeah. Damage. Alright, the knight, however, is being pulled back by this fish claw.
Okay, we should probably focus on that for the moment. Alright. Do I have time for something else, or anyone else want to act?
Well, Murray was going to try... yeah, by all means.
I mean, I don't know, like, am I in range of anything? Because you gave me your gun.
You're in range of both Saber with that gun, or you're in range of both Saber and the knight.
Probably don't want to shoot Saber.
Damien is, like, conflicted, but he decides to go for the knight. and is going to shoot them.
Gotcha.
And that's Dex, isn't it?
Can he take a Misericord for that, since it's...
Well, he already rolled Dex.
Wow.
I mean... Actually, should you take... I'll let you take Misericord, actually. So yeah, you just deal 8 damage.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Does the explosive rounds, though, like, does that do something extra? I don't know, we didn't go over tags for that.
No, this knocks the, your round hits this knight, takes, the round hits this knight, it explodes right, on its chest, and, it knocks the sword out of its hand.
Okay. In that case, Marie's gonna hack and slash it.
Gotcha.
With the sword. The sword I got isn't precise, right?
I still laugh.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Alright, so Moray is going to just, as it got knocked, she's yanking it towards her and is going to try and just stab through its torso with the 2 piercing swords. So this will that's 3 piercing.
Alright, so that's
and technically forceful, but I don't really know how forceful would apply in this.
Yeah, well, it kind of does. You do run your sword through this thing's back, but it does like hit you with its shoulder essentially in like a back strike, or 8 damage right in the face, just boom.
It's still kicking.
Is it? Yeah, that's a lot of health.
Yeah, but that was So you run your sword through, and it does like hit you with one last strike of its shoulder, of its elbow, not shoulder. But yeah, and but when you withdraw your weapon, it does like the lights in its eyes do flicker off, and it kind of just like deactivates essentially, just like goes looks down, goes limp as a robot can.
Alright. So Marie's gonna saunter over to Saber.
Saber. I just say, right, Saber, drop your blade. Kick it over to me.
And Saber goes like, this sword's one of a kind, fuck off.
I wind slash at him.
Alright.
Galvanic. Fuck this guy.
Fuck you.
Galvanic. So, it's funny that you don't get to choose what limb it is, because I could just make it not holding the sword.
I don't care, it's still electricity coursing through him.
So yeah, he kind of screams out and thinks, yeah! And, his left arm goes limp. He's still holding his sword, fuck you.
But Murray sort of walking up to, has the curved sword, sort of over her shoulder, and her gun in her other hand. Where's your friend, Saber? Can't seem to find him. Looking for him.
You killed him, didn't you?
I mean...
Is that what we did? I just don't have the best memory these days.
Well, I would hope so. It'd be
interrupting him, shoving the gun into his face. The barrel of her scrap gun is serrated too, so that's probably painful. For some reason, I thought it was you I killed. Huh? Now, you're gonna have to help me out here. Did I shoot you in the head or your friend?
Saber kind of thinks, are you slow?
Yeah, a little. I mean, we need one of yous alive, but maybe it is the other one. Marie's probably going to drag this out unless someone else is. I'm metagaming.
Really confused.
What about me? What about me?
You could do whatever you want. I'm just standing in wind slash range. I'm just occasionally just swiping with my sword like I'm going to launch another Galvanic at him.
Look, is it safe to shoot at Saber? Saber?
I mean, if you want to shoot him, go ahead.
I'm not going to stop you if you just want to kill him.
But I mean, we did come this way specifically to get his help.
Yeah. Right.
I'm gonna continue with the knight. Sorry, are you still fighting?
No, the knight's dead. The knight's dead.
Yeah, they're all dead. Well, it's just Saber's the last one.
Yeah. He's like on the ground on one knee.
With one working arm at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it, I'm shooting him.
Nice.
Okay.
Roll damage.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah. And I guess mark off your last explosive round.
Yep.
Right. So yeah, you shoot right into this. Yeah, your bullet goes right into his shoulder and explodes. There's like a cloud, like there's like blood in the air, as you know, his arm that had just gone numb is now blown the fuck off, and he screams out, "My God, Jesus, fuck!"
Take that with dignity, you piece of.
Now,
Well, you must have killed him if you got his fucking gun.
well, yeah. Now, you said it'd be mighty stupid if we didn't kill him. But you know what? We could be stupid for your sake. If you want to see the other end of this, you'll tell us where to go. If you try and pull any funny tricks, I can tether you in place. Already done it once. Wasn't too hard. Now, I promise you as well, you'll get your sword back if you simply drop it for us right now. Ray says you were pretty handy with it. I respect good swordsmanship, so be a damn shame to take you out right now, wouldn't it?
Can I get my arm back?
Nah, sorry. That ain't coming back. Not from us, anyway.
Murray looks around a bit confused. Well, I guess this Damien. I'm assuming Damien's close. She's sort of like, "What do you mean? Like, will he get it back?"
We don't grow our arms back, Murray. That's
What, you don't?
Nah.
So if you just like lose your arm, that's just it forever.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
We learn to live with it.
Damien stays quiet.
Yeah, so Saber just kind of thinks to himself, chuckles, and says, "So if I help you out, you see the light of day again. I see the light of day again."
That's it.
Assuming you keep your eyes.
On the other hand, you know, that'd be pretty embarrassing. And I think dying knowing that you're gonna be lost here for a while is pretty good. And he turns the blade towards himself.
Alright, can I try one more? I'm gonna run in and I'm gonna try something. I'm not gonna wing slash him, I'm not gonna be boring, I'm gonna try and parry.
Okay.
Parry his seppuku.
Wow, okay, I failed.
Yeah, you don't get there in time. Like you're about to like, you know, go and stop him, but like as you realize what he's about to do, but it's too late, and he stabs himself in the stomach.
Well, I just stop, and I just start laughing.
Yeah, he coughs up blood, laughs, and falls over dead.
I kept my promise to him. I laughed as he died.
Nice.
It's a hollow laugh, though. It's obviously fake.
Yeah.
Murray is shit, and starts going through his stuff too.
Does he have anything on him that we can use on?
Isn't Damien the one who's supposed to be robbing his victims?
Oh yeah. Well,
Give him the chance.
yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I was just gonna let you continue.
No, by all go ahead. But would you like to?
Yes. And I start to rummage through the pockets of our victim.
I take one of those knights' swords. There's a spare one going.
I suppose.
I'll even accept a crossbow.
Roll a d8, Goth.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I did that. Sorry.
Gotcha. All right. Roll a d4.
All right. What's this one for?
You'll see.
It's a 4.
Okay. You find a bag of 40 coins.
Wow.
Now we have to get out of here alive.
It's a sack.
I'm just gonna add that to mine for the moment. And
There you go. All right.
I'm guessing.
Actually, I'm gonna split 10 of them between 10 for Murray and 10 for Thistlewick.
Oh.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna
20.
I'm gonna ask something, Neo, and it's probably way too late. And I didn't even cross blades with him, so no, I don't think I can.
you're not riddle of stealing.
Yeah.
A dead man.
Hey, I riddle of stealed someone as I was flying through the air, about to turn unconscious. He was still alive, and I had actually crossed blades. So.
Okay, so.
Oh, actually, well, wait. Sorry, before we do it, just while we're going over loot, Thistlewick, you mentioned grabbing a the Gear Knight sword. What about Saber Sword?
That's actually a point. Can I look that over? Is there anything special? He said his sword was one of a kind.
I didn't say his sword was one. Oh, yeah.
He said it in character.
Yeah. He said it in character. You want this guy's sword then?
Oh, I kind of look it over, essentially.
I mean, essentially a ninjato.
Fucking weeb.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
It's precise, and it has 1 piercing.
It's kind of worse than the Clockwork Knight sword, but you know what? I'll take both. It's one of a kind.
Well, yeah, it has engravings on it.
Okay.
Why it's one of a kind.
Oh, we might be able to pawn it.
That's actually a thing. Do you want it, Damien? It's got precise, so
That's a fair point, actually.
like
It's a better range than your stiletto, Damien, but
range doesn't really mean much in our scenarios.
What was it?
It sometimes does.
It's a ninjato. It's a ninja sword.
Can you spell that in the chat, please? The Roll20 chat.
yeah.
What's it?
You know, I actually had one
Here,
of these
I'll link it
swords.
to you.
It's like a katana, but straight.
Look at that. That's what it is.
I actually really like Ninjato as far as swords go. They're cool. Like, I mean, they're not very good swords, but they look cool.
Damien will gladly accept this.
Okay, yeah. You take the Ninjato.
Ninjato, the stiletto I had was hand and pierce. What's this one?
This is precise. I'll just write it down for you.
Yeah, precise and. Is it
actually?
one way?
You know what? Yeah.
Now Damien's rocking a ninja sword.
There you go.
I'm just taking a ninja sword.
There you go.
That's it. 1 piercing.
So
Yes.
this one yeah.
So it's just much better than my last one.
Yeah. There's an engraving of a wolf on it.
Alright.
Okay, so you guys just want to get to the center now, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Actually,
Instead of making you
we could
what?
run away, or we can go to the center. That's our options. Honestly, either one seems okay at this point.
No, fine. Instead of making you roll, what?
Be right back. There's somebody at my door again. Sorry.
Oh dear God!
More salesmen.
What did you want, Eric?
Well, Murray was going to if Thistlewick still took the other Clockwork Knight sword, right? There were 2. Murray's going to take the other, just for potential dual wielding purposes.
Wow.
I was considering taking
You
Viper's
guys are
Strike.
looting like crazy this session.
These swords are good. And there's a lot of questions. Actually, no, that's not for now. That is for way later.
Yeah. And if you're wondering, the reason the attack is 4 piercing is the reason
because they're strong.
Yeah. They wield it with a force and ferocity that you can't.
They like that. Yeah, the sword has 2 piercing, and the characters have 2 piercing.
Yep.
Like how Murray has 1 piercing.
Man, but I gotta admit, like I I don't know.
Man, you seemed really attached to him not dropping his sword. It's like Galvanic. No, like no, he ain't dropping that sword. Like, wow.
My family came back in. Sorry.
Alright, that's cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so I won't make you roll to get to the center. I'm gonna play it out for you. It's a cool thing. Scripted. This anti-interactive. Okay. So, you guys, after having, you guys been through some shit in this wasteland, you're still going through this dust storm, kind of lost, honestly, like getting kind of desperate at this point, when you hear the sound of even more Clockwork Knights, and a shiver goes down your spine. As a figure with yellow eyes approaches you again, and you're bracing yourself for another fight, a shot rings out, and this thing's head just blows the fuck up.
What fucking video game cutscene ass?
Exactly. And behind this thing is another figure, an old man in a cloak, like looks around 60 to 70 years old. He's a human, and he points his gun at you and says, "What are you people insane? Follow me!"
Borderlands character introduction. Holy shit! Wow.
And he motions you to follow him.
Yeah, I do.
Gotcha.
I'm guessing Murray and Damien are still on Horace.
No, Murray's walking.
Damien's being carried by Horace, I imagine. He's a bit fucked up. Goth, your mic is muted.
Let's keep moving.
I'm sorry. It's just like fucking people keep coming into my room. It's like, yes, I left the pub. I'm like, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Alright, cool.
You'll have to. I got dragged out of the room, so we got to the center. Tell me what happened.
An old man shot a robot. It was a Borderlands character introduction.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, an old man, like a cloaked old man, and he calls you. So he leads you. He eventually leads you out of the dust storm into the eye of the storm, where you see this really, well constructed kind of home made out of like giant like slabs of metal and scrap. And out front by a wooden post is a Clockwork Wolf, who runs up to him. This Clockwork Wolf has blue eyes and runs up to him, and the old man just kind of, shoos it away and says, "Yeah, not now, Rover. They're friends."
Ooh, video game as fuck.
Exactly. And he opens the door, motions towards it, and says, "Well?"
Yeah, we're heading on in.
All right.
Pardon us.
Nice. So you head on in. What do you do?
I mean,
look around.
Yeah.
Been around. The inside of his house is it's pretty small, but it looks nice for whatever someone out here could manage. There's a working. He seems to have a good supply of food stocked up. There's a working. He seems to have a kitchen area, a small dining area. There's like some tables around, some bedrolls, and there are two doors. One's locked. One's open. This whole place is a place to rest and recover. Like there are bedrolls out you can lay on.
All right, I'm gonna discern. I did discern realities. So creatures nearby?
Well, aside from the wolf outside and this guy, no.
Alright. What here is not what it appears to be.
It's not what it appears to be. This guy has a very specific path he can take out of the storm.
Useful or valuable?
The old man right there.
What should I be on the lookout for?
You should be on the lookout for, not getting on this guy's bad side.
Okay. I'm having trouble, finding things. This is just so silent protagonist video game. I just, feel like I've been rendered mute.
I'm
sorry.
I turn and I ask him, I say to him, you came at just the right time. We were sent out here to find someone.
Out to find someone? Oh, God. Let me guess. A master alchemist?
Just the one. Actually, I do look around to see if there's anything that would suggest this man is an alchemist of any kind.
I mean, yeah. There's just a lot of, you look around and you see, a lot of what is unmistakably just all random magical artifacts. And he puts his hands up and says, "You found him." So yeah, Goth. Yes, this entire place is a place to rest and recover.
Damien is basically, he's hunching over a little bit, like he's had scratches, and his shoulder is still gashed up. He's like, "You think maybe a guy like me could slump over? Or do you maybe know how to fix this?" And he shows his shoulder wound.
Ooh, Jesus. I'll be honest. You aren't the worst I've seen. For one, you're alive. Alright, that can fix you up.
Oh, yeah. Is Horace in the building with us, or is he waiting outside?
Nah, Horace is waiting outside. There's not enough room for him.
I'll accept bandages if that's alright with you. It's just...
Yeah. He says, "Yeah. This is gonna take... Well, you've been messed up. This will probably take 2 days to heal this one." And he pats Damien on the shoulder, looks at you guys. "You guys will be fine after a night's rest. After those 2 days, after these 2 days, I'll escort you people out of the cloud, and I'll expect to never see you again."
Hang on. We're sent here to get you. What's the problem?
It's sent here to get me. Sent by who?
I'm guessing you've got some history. You sounded annoyed that people have come to track you down before.
They've certainly tried.
Look, and while you were the reason we're here, we certainly made it.
Only one person's ever made it before you, and I sent him away. After all, he was missing an arm and a leg.
Damien looks up and is like, I've had to go through people haggling me, even pointing guns at me to find you. You seem like a suspicious person for people to be worried about me asking you. What's up with you?
Son, I am giving you free first aid. You're seriously gonna call me suspicious?
Kind of, yes.
Murray says, to the guy, "Hey, in all fairness, I wouldn't give him free first aid. I mean, if I just met him."
Oh, thanks, I guess.
It's I live out here alone for a reason. I kind of don't like dealing with people. God, let me guess. One of the cities sent you, didn't they?
There's a project going on. We've tried something already. But first step was a failure. They want you. The idea is they want to clear up the mud ocean. It's a lofty goal. Now, I'm guessing you don't really care about helping people, but, get to play around with some new alchemic toys. You'll probably be given access to a lab much finer than this. And while you don't seem to have to worry about them all that much, would mean you're not getting hunted by clockwork knights and wolves every day.
You listen to me. I do care about helping people. I care about alchemy, and I care about engineering. I don't care about is helping those soulless machines that call themselves cities back out there. I've dealt with them way too many times. Dealt with two of the nastiest cities in the land. And I'm done.
Murray, for the record, this guy, like patting the orcs like biceps. Technically, he don't work for the city. He wasn't sent by them. But he's not really here to get you either. He's just following me around because he wants them. So don't hold that against him, I guess.
Yeah, the orc kind of twiddles his thumbs. And Johan is just busy, patching up Damien right now while you're talking to him. So, yeah.
We aren't leaving without this guy. We went through some shit. Gotta figure out something he wants. I mean, I could just out and out ask him, is there anything I could say to convince you, but he'll probably be old man and say no. So I'm gonna discern realities. See if there's...
Alright, go ahead. Yep.
Yeah, that sounds like a safe as well.
Okay. What here is useful or valuable to me?
You rolled
Oh, sorry. That was muscle memory.
Okay, there you go. Fine, alright.
Nice.
Should I just take the 1 because I rolled wrong first, or take the 3?
I'll let you take the 3. Why not?
Okay. What here is useful or valuable to me?
Talking with this guy about his past. You might learn a thing or two.
Okay. What here is not what it appears to be?
Well, you heard, Hallett told you that there's legend that this guy is the last descendant of Pathaton. You've read up on Pathaton. This guy bears none of the sigils, none of the telltale, signs of that old city.
Okay, and who's really in control here?
Johan, obviously, this is his house.
Okay, there's no hidden elements there. Alright, so, I bring up to him as he's working on Damien. So, I was going to say, I've heard a bit about you, legendary alchemist. You don't bear any sigils of Pathaton. That's what everything connects you to.
Yeah, makes sense they'd think that. No, I'm not from Pathaton. I never was. I'm from a different community of engineers.
Different. I'm from Pathaton myself. I'm from Tarrant myself. I've never heard about a community of engineers before, though.
At that, he freezes up. It says, "You're from Tarrant."
Yeah.
Well, then you've damn well heard of my people.
Let me pull my notes. Let me just pull my notes, because I've got to get a specific name here, if it's in that. You go ahead. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
During this awkward, Murray just sort of interrupts. I ain't from Darren. I'm down from Mooner's Island, down due south of here about.
How interesting.
Boyd. Is that it?
What?
I was thinking of Rome Boyd.
Yeah. What about it?
He was the brilliant engineer who made the Clockwork Giant, but I'm just trying to figure out...
According to legend, yes.
According to legend. Sorry, I can't... There is a gap in my memory for this...
Rome Boyd.
For this, culture of engineers that I should have heard of. That I have fucking missed.
You know what? I'll just give it to you. You're recognizing, you're looking around again, and you're actually starting to recognize some of these sigils. These are the sigils. You almost can't believe your eyes. These are the sigils of the warrior monks of the Giants Monastery.
Oh, okay, right. Sorry, I didn't make that connection. So at that point, I realize. Okay, so that's why you're not a big fan.
Oh, I finally pieced 2 and 2 together, huh?
Oh, it's understandable. Legends say we made it. Your kind of people are in there. Your folks are in there. It's not a pretty situation. And honestly, I'm in a bit of a tricky one myself. I claim to be of Tarrant, but I'm helping that. But situation has made me help out the Confederacy.
He kind of, laughs cynically at that. It's like, yeah. So you can see why. Yeah, as I thought, the cities are fickle as always. Yeah, I've dealt with Tarrant and Custer, and they're both absolutely despicable. I lost many good friends back at the monastery from Tarrant killing Tarrant killed them so that they could get a doomsday weapon. Custer killed them so that they could destroy a piece of history.
Yeah, problem saying Tarrant.
And
well, we ain't doing this on behalf of Tarrant. We're doing this on behalf of the good people of Seneca, who, in my experience, have been very warm and welcoming. They're a lively, open-minded community.
Pains me to say it, but yeah, you wouldn't be helping Tarrant in this case. Far from it, you'd be benefiting the people they consider their enemies.
I haven't.
It pains fucking Thistlewick to say that.
Yeah,
but...
it's like, yeah, Damien. Yeah,
I haven't jumped in. Is Damien actually getting any recovery from?
Well, narratively, yes. Like, nothing really hurts as much anymore now that he's bandaged you up. After a night's rest, you'll heal half your HP, and after 2 nights' rest, you'll heal all of it.
We're gonna be here for a couple of days anyway with this guy.
Are we? Will that detract from our rations, or are we getting free food?
Yeah, he'll probably feed you. Yeah, he'll feed you.
Yeah. All right, that's good.
Yeah, what?
No, I like the fact that he got a new knife out of it. So yeah, nice.
Yeah, Johan just kind of thinks. So Seneca's the one that wants to turn the mud ocean to water, then, right?
That's it.
I think it'd be cool myself. All that water, I've never seen so much water in one place.
Now that kind of arrogance is just typical of one of the cities of Hemlock. They think they want to change the landscape itself.
You can't fault ambition, surely. I mean, your people made that giant robot. You speak of ambition, speak of changing the landscape. There's a giant hole in the ground to host it.
Yep. I'll be honest. I do still care. I left my post around 30 years ago. Still dealing with the guilt.
Damien's thinking, why is everybody asking about this guy?
Yeah.
He must have done some great work in the past. He's legendary, or he just picked up some reputation by accident. People just construing rumors.
Well, you could ask him.
Yeah, I could. All right, that's a fair point. So I do ask, so where'd this tale of the legendary alchemist come from?
Well, after I abandoned my post at the monastery, couldn't stand seeing my friends throw their lives away protecting a goddamn weapon of mass destruction. Well, before deciding to come out here, I decided to see what the other cities of Hemlock had to offer. I offered my services as both an alchemist and a magical engineer. They found me quite popular.
They sent loads of people. They've sent loads of people to come and get you back. You don't think you could use that as leverage? Try and get a few more of your people out if they'd be willing to leave?
You're a boy of Tarrant. You really think there's anything that's going to stop them from trying to claim what they think is their birthright?
What I'm saying is getting your monk friends out of harm's way. Get them into the Confederates' hands.
I doubt the monastery will ever get Confederate protection. 1, they're all scared of Tarrant, and 2, Custer wants the damn thing destroyed, not protected.
Right, sort of, looking back and forth between them, this is all a bit above her head and what she's, knowledgeable of. We're
at a very, very awkward angle here. Yeah. This guy doesn't like anyone. Thistlewick's kind of ambivalent about the Confederacy at this point. More popular than he was a week ago. He likes them more than he did a week ago, but still feels weird pushing their interests, especially against those of Tarrant. Especially because of certain other factors.
Damien has other things on his mind, and he's thinking, I hope we get some meals soon.
Let's see. Tell you what. If you can come up with some kind of, like, just from your interactions with this guy, if you can come up with some kind of leverage that you float by me, and I'll tell you if it'll work or not, I'll let you parlay.
Okay, that's going to be tricky, actually, because Thistlewick's in a very awkward position of, like, he'd basically need to confer with Hallett before making any deals anyway. Is the only leverage I can think of. Would have to go through Hallett first.
Right.
So it'd be a very empty promise.
What this guy has told you, what you can glean from him. I kind of want to help you on this about this guy's character, but I can't.
Let's see how we go first.
I mean,
Hope you.
I'm not the only one here who's thinking about this, surely. Even though,
What kind of parlay? What kind of parlay could you think of?
That's my first offering was. My first offering was trying to say, hey, I know a guy up top who would, who would basically. It wasn't like protection of the giant. It was moving his people out of the giant. It was offering them refuge, essentially.
That wouldn't work. Protecting the giant is still the life's goal of the monks. Yeah, and he would not, make a deal that would make the rest of them forsake their duty, even if he couldn't take it and abandon this post.
Actually, Mariah's gonna be. Sees like that. There's an impetus, so she's gonna turn to the guy. Well, what do you want? Obviously, we're asking you for essentially a big favor here. What do you want? What could we do to help you out?
And he just kind of looks back and says, "For all that talk, I do miss my days of being a glory boy."
It's that simple. He just wants a big lab and lots of shit.
But no. And then he just kind of thinks, I'll be honest. The reason I got out of that is because between the monastery, my innovations in potions and in engineering, all I saw was everything I did being used to hurt people. I got sick of it. And I'm sick of dealing with people, especially the city folk.
Alright. Hey, he turns to Murray at this point and just says, Murray, you left for a big trip. You fancy a journey down south afterwards?
Journey down south?
You don't want to deal with city folk, but we can set you up somewhere a bit more populated. You'd get more supplies, get more stuff. We can probably go over it with Hallett, and you'd get a fancy new lab, and you probably wouldn't have to deal with creating death weapons. He can't force you to do it. I can offer my post in the Confederacy as against Hallett. They try and screw you over. I leave. I don't have anything. I wouldn't have anything at that point, so I'd basically be risking my job against it.
Get him to do. So your leverage would basically be you'll get him
he does
a place to work.
Yeah, he does the job, then he can move far from, closer to the cities, but far away enough that he wouldn't have oversight. He can just make his own stuff.
Yeah,
he wouldn't have to make anything that would hurt people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he'd just get a lab and be left to his own devices. No oversight, no people looking
I'll give you that as leverage, absolutely.
Yeah.
Alright. Parlay.
Can Ray roll to assist?
Absolutely. Roll plus bonds.
Roll plus bonds. That's okay. None.
Alright, you had a +1 to this, Thistle.
Please, for the love of fuck. 7.
7.
Needed it.
Yeah.
You will need concrete assurance of your promise right now.
Not sure how to give that to him.
Are we still staying with...
I have do I have any certification that I work for the Confederacy? I only had that card from the the fucking captain of the guard back in the last town we were in, back in Kansas.
Yeah. I'll say Hallett drew up some certification, Confederate agent for you.
Here, I just pull it out and I hand it to him. That says that I'm doing work for the Confederacy. That means I'm connected to Hallett. That's our employer, the man who gives us most of our jobs. That's the man who told me to find you. If I don't have this job, I don't have anything that lets me just go around adventuring like this. That gives me a lot of oversight. He doesn't need to know about, the ban, the fact I can probably just retire back to Tarrant. I'll reveal that to him as well. And, you know what? I'll give you this. I was a Spellblade at the Mandala Academy. I didn't graduate, but I still have my abilities, I still have my memories. That's a big no-no. I don't know why that's the case. But that's leverage. You point them to me. I'm fucked. They can send whoever they want after me.
Alright, Johan kind of looks at the certification and back to you and it says, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'll travel with you. But if anything goes wrong, not to my liking, and I need to get out of there, I'm coming right back to the wasteland. There's not a damn thing in the land that can get me back.
I wouldn't tell you to do otherwise.
I was just trying to say, are we still staying with this guy for a day or two, maybe?
Yeah.
Right,
you need to recover. We need to,
and free food. But I was trying to say, between things I know we were going on with a thing, I was willing to have Damien say I'll even pay a few coin for the food if it's if it's too much trouble. I mean that as well.
That is a question that I do want to ask. Where is he getting his food?
He's in the wastelands. There's robotic things and
he has a stockpile of food.
Oh, okay.
Maybe his robo will
he's like
get
a
stuff for him.
From bloody Lord of the Rings. He can just have a stockpile of food in his pantry.
He's like Jotaro. He just gets it.
So yeah, Johan just kind of says, "All right, you still need to rest here for 2 days. Didn't see your friend over there. Patched him up well enough. You guys can sleep out here. Just don't go in that room." And he points towards the locked door.
You got it. I look around. Are there any books about?
Yeah, scattered around.
Mind if I thumb through some books? Gonna be it for a couple of days.
Knock yourself out. Alright, so...
Murray, wait, so are we using our own rations, or is he...
No, he's feeding
okay.
it. So, over the next 2 days, you guys rest and recover, and do you guys do anything over the course of those 2 days?
I level up.